So welcome to Basketball England. This is, we have Team Newcastle facing off against Loughborough Basketball today. My name is Harrison. I'm joined by Sammy. How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm just excited to see another National League action today.
7 minutes, 30 seconds till tip. Join us for Loughborough University versus Team Newcastle. Welcome back to Basketball England NBL action. We have Loughborough Riders versus Team Newcastle. So, who are the starting five for Loughborough?
For the Riders, we have got number 6, Justin Headley. Number 10, Dion Collins. Number 12, Harrison Gamble, the captain. Number 20, Connor O'Reilly. And number 24, Joe Bialik.
And for Team Newcastle, you have number 4, Ubantu, number 7, May, number 11, Carrier, number 13, George, and number 18, Alexander. Team Newcastle started the season off well. They're currently the 5th team in the ranking. Loughborough, not so much. They're currently 11th. What are your points of emphasis and something to look out for today's game?
Oh, that's a good question, Harrison. For this game, Loughborough just need to, I guess, keep moving the ball and trying to get open shots against Team Newcastle.
Yeah, as we're about to tip away, both teams kind of getting ready. But yeah, it should be an interesting game today, as this is the weekend of our double action. As we get ready for a tip.
Possession goes to...
out of bounds. It is Loughborough ball. So Loughborough ball to set out this game. Let's see what Loughborough head into as their first set of the game.
Newcastle are in a man-to-man defense. Pick and roll.
Headley drops off to Collins and he gets fouled, going to the line for 2 shots. Good dump-off pass from Headley to Collins right there. Being able to see the space, drop it in, and Collins being able to attack the rim hard. Oh no, side out of bounds.
No, apparently it was a foul on the floor.
Bialik.
Inbounded. I'm back to the top.
O'Reilly dribbling the ball, kicks it to Collins. Hands off to Headley.
A mid-range shot. That's good.
2-0, first score of the game going to Justin Headley. As well as Ubantu bring the ball up the floor.
Oh, and a slip. But Newcastle couldn't convert on that open opportunity.
Yeah, George was unlucky to finish that layup. Good cut from him. Good initiative to cut and, unlucky to finish on that make.
And a foul is called on number 11, Orija.
No, number 11, Carrier, was called for the foul.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, foul on the inbound pass there. Headley kicks it to Bialik.
To the wing for 3.
Gamble unable to convert.
Newcastle push up the ball.
Carrier
drive.
Good attack from him in transition.
The game is tied up with just under 9 minutes. Ball gets passed to the middle, to the wing, back to the other wing.
Bialik driving.
A pass, and I think a miscommunication from...
A miscommunication from Bialik and Collins right there. Unable to get the open look there. But if you say that, tough take in from George, unable to finish again.
A rebound, shot clock resets to 14, and Newcastle are unable to convert.
Rebound miss, shot missed by Carrier off the offensive rebound. Let's see how Loughborough do on the rebounds today. Like, it's been something they've kind of been struggling with the past season, being out rebounded by teams, and as we just saw, Newcastle able to get a few offensive rebounds. So let's see how they improve over the next 32 minutes.
Yeah, they can't let up rebounds like that. They need to box out and just try fight for those rebounds.
Indeed. There's I think a confusion at the scorers table at the moment. Belak with the ball, hands off to Headley. Kicks it to Gamble. Drives. Back to Belak.
For three.
Oh, out of bounds, unfortunately, as it hit the wire. Newcastle ball. It's good to see Loughborough in this open offense, like moving the ball. Gamble able to attack the paint, but kicks out to the open shooter. It's good to see like this team playing in open play. Let's see if they can continue that throughout the game and see how Newcastle can react.
Yeah, I agree. This is what Loughborough needs to focus on for these next few games if they want to climb to the top of the National League table.
Good reactions from Newcastle on the defensive end as they managed to swipe the ball out of Harrison Gamble's hands. And a moving screen is called, I believe, on Belak.
Just gotta set that screen correctly next time. But we'll see how Newcastle makes of this opportunity.
The bands who bring the ball up the court.
Pass to the low block. A post up hook, and just a bit short.
Yeah, just a little bit. Gamble to O'Reilly, to Headley, post entry to Collins. As he drives in. And, I thought that was going in from here, but he hit side iron. The Bantu kicking the ball in transition to May for a little floater, and he converts. Time out from Coach Maynard. Catch us after this timeout. Welcome back after that quick timeout. Samuel, what do you think Coach Maynard discussed out of that timeout?
I think the coach discussed trying to stop the Newcastle players from driving into the basket because they are not taking a lot of threes at the moment. They may have even switched up their defense on a score, maybe to a zone, but we'll see how the rest of the game plays out.
It's early doors as Headley drives, able to convert. Tough take from him as Loughborough putting the pressure on Newcastle right here. Bantu controlling the offense, gives it to May.
Passes it to the low block. A bit of a hook shot and no good. Great contest from Collins there.
Yeah, Alexander unable to convert. Newcastle doing pretty well moving the ball in transition, but just unable to finish, really.
Yeah, agreed. Both teams are playing slower, trying to make sure they get their play set. a great deal team brand of basketball, and that is an and one finish
from George right there, who finally gets the finish on a cut. He's been cutting a few times this game, but it's good to see that he finally manages to finish as a substitution coming in for Loughborough.
That is Lane Campbell, number 5, coming in for
O'Reilly, number 20.
I think this is Lane Campbell's first game.
As Newcastle get the rebound, another offensive rebound. Alexander to George, sizes up the defense for a mid-range pull-up that's good to go.
Game is drawn out with Newcastle in the lead by 4 points.
Headley controlling the offense here. Swings it to Belak into the post of Collins, but is called for a 3-second violation.
And a substitution's coming in for the Riders. That is number 7, CJ Hayden, coming in for
Dion Collins. Yabantu bring the ball up every time. Experienced player for this Team Newcastle team. For this Team Newcastle. As Alexander has the ball, spins and he dunks it out one.
That was a lovely drop step from
Alexander right there. Way to get your first points in the ball game right there. Little drop step and a dunk.
Yeah, and a nice way to push the momentum too. That just brings up the Newcastle lead to 6 points with just over 5 minutes left to go of this quarter. And he makes the free throw.
Headley bringing the ball up the floor. Gives it to Gamble. Hayden. Back to Headley, who's
fires a 3-point and no good.
Rebounded by Yabantu. Kicks up to George. Down to May. Makes it. 10-point lead for Newcastle.
Let's see how Loughborough responds to this offense. Campbell.
Blocks by Alexander.
A great athletic display, and Newcastle come down the court and finish with a layup.
Yeah, Carrier finishing at the rim there. Newcastle are really putting the pressure on Loughborough today as George is harassing Headley. Headley feeds it to Harrison Gamble, who puts it up, cutting the lead down to 10.
There's still plenty of time in this game. And a drive, mid-range shot
is good. Carrier sizing up Gamble and able to finish.
And a legal screen is called on Harrison Gamble.
Yeah, which makes it Newcastle ball.
I think the Riders are just forcing the shots a little bit too much, not trying to go with their play and use all of the clock. What do you think, Harrison?
I think Loughborough need to play to their style, play to their comfort. As Newcastle come out the gate being aggressive, I know it was a bit slow, but now they're playing a lot more aggressive as the game's coming up. The first quarter, how Loughborough approach this game is going to be very important. As a substitution in 14 Newcastle.
Number 14 coming.
Glenn checks in for May. Gamble with the ball.
Gets passed to the wing.
And there's Loughborough ball, baseline out of bounds.
Ball gets past Violet. Back to the wing.
Headley coming off the ball screen. Double clutches it, but misses, but rebounded. Loose ball.
and Newcastle just wanting the ball a bit more. Two of them diving on the floor for the possession. I think that's what the Riders need a bit, and
both teams playing aggressive.
And a three-point shot, no good.
Miss from Yabantu. Loughborough trying to push and transition. Campbell kicks it to Hayden, to Gamble. The ball moving around the offense.
And a three-point shot.
Belak makes it.
A great three, and Loughborough's sleeping a little bit. But they got lucky, but Riders need to rebound.
Offensive rebound from Carrier there. Unable to finish on that little hook shot there. But yeah, Loughborough trying to come back as Belak fakes the three.
Gets passed to the middle.
Gamble
for three, and
steps out of bounds. Unlucky.
Substitution coming in for Newcastle. That is number 10.
Carrier checking out for Clinigan. Number 10 as Dwayne O'Regia checks in for Justin Headley.
Ball gets passed to the middle.
Gibantu
to the wing.
To George.
Back to the wing. To the other side.
Ooh.
I think that was, yep.
Loughborough. Refs letting them play a little bit, which is interesting to see. As a timeout from Team Newcastle. Join us after the break. Welcome back to first quarter action of Team Newcastle versus Loughborough here at the Netball Centre. So Samuel, what have you seen so far from this first quarter? What are your takeaways from the first quarter?
Newcastle are being quite aggressive as the Riders have picked up 4 fouls in this quarter, and I believe they're on the penalty now. So if they keep on just being just a bit more aggressive, punishing the Riders' defense, then they're sure to get some easy free throws.
Belak misses the first free, but stays confident and knocks down the second, bringing it to a 6-point game with 1:40 left in the first quarter.
And almost a turnover and a backcourt violation.
Loughborough looking rejuvenated in the end of this first quarter. Sorry.
Belak has a great mindset of a shooter, not swaying away from the 3-point shot after he misses one. I think the Loughborough Riders need to play a bit more through him when they can.
Almost a missed dunk. Good job from Loughborough moving the ball, following that set, but unable to finish. But Yabantu answers back with a 3-pointer. As Campbell bring the ball up the floor, 12-21 to Team Newcastle. Gamble with the ball, backs him up in the post.
A mismatch.
I mean,
easy.
Gamble is one of the most experienced players in this league. He's done it at many different levels. So, yeah, it's textbook from him.
A 3-point shot. I think he was a bit off balance with his feet. Campbell pushing the ball, and
CJ misses again. Loughborough a bit unlucky in transition with these dunks, but George to Clinigan.
Spin move, passes out. And a drive.
Glenn able to attack and finish. 24 seconds left in in the first quarter.
The game switching to a bit of a high-paced game now. And a drive and a basket's good.
I don't know if that was a Regis basket or
and a travel call.
Regis Hayden's, but travel called. Good positioning from Gamble to force a travel as a substitution. As Hayden checking out of the game for Collins.
7 seconds left of the quarter. Newcastle choose to pressure the ball. Violet goes for free.
Look, unable to convert. That is the first quarter action. Join us for the second quarter.
We are back for more NBL Division 1 action with Newcastle in the lead by, I think, 8 points.
Yeah. What do you think both teams are looking for in the second quarter?
Ooh, good question. Let's see. The Riders will probably look to either get mismatches or outside shots, and Newcastle are just looking to push the ball. But now the Riders have switched to a 2-3 zone. We'll see how Newcastle responds. I think they're going a high-low. A 3-point shot from number 14.
Glenn
Glenn
unable to convert, but Headley pushing the ball up the floor as Campbell backs in, attacks and gets fouled by number 15. Kenway fouls him. Your 5 for Loughborough is O'Reilly, Collins, Campbell, Gamble and Headley. For Newcastle it is Yabantu, George, Clinigan, Kenway, and that's it. That's the first one converts. And second one is good to go. 18-23 Newcastle. Loughborough applying pressure to his Newcastle side.
And Newcastle break through it. Loughborough reset back to a 2-3 zone.
Kenway with the ball.
Pass it to the other corner. Shoots.
Money. What a pass from Kenway. Able to kick it out across court. Good find and good finish. Headley to Gamble. Over to Collins. Out of bounds.
Miscommunication by the Riders there.
As we have a substitution. Sudin checking in for Yabantu. Played the whole first quarter. He's been doing really well pushing the ball in transition. I mean, the stats won't tell you, but he's been really instrumental to this Team Newcastle team.
Agreed. And checking in for the Riders, we got Belak, number 24, checking in for Campbell. number 5.
Sudan being pressured.
Low block, no good on a layup, and I think a foul is called on number 14. A push on the back.
14 or 15, but yeah, fouled Collins on the way down.
I think the referee signaled 14. Now the Riders push up the ball. Game separated by 6 points. Wait, 8 points.
Black facing up. O'Reilly.
He chooses to shoot the 3.
Gamble
Makes it.
the 3. Bringing it to a 5-point game as George attacking the rim. Turns it over. Loughborough coming up with the pressure here.
Passes it. One more to Bilak. I'm sorry, I'm butchering these pronunciations right now.
Newcastle ball.
Riders choose to press a bit. Newcastle break the press. I think the Riders switch back to a man-to-man defense now. Ball gets passed to the middle, to the wing, to the corner for 3.
And that is out of bounds. Newcastle are they're playing a bit different on this offensive end. They came out ready, all guns blazing, but now they're kind of slowed down. As we have substitution, Edward Onya checking into the game for Harrison Gamble.
I think the Riders have made them play a little less composed, which has forced Newcastle to maybe make some bad decisions. But we'll see how Newcastle responds.
As Headley gives the ball into Collins for that good old trusted hook shot, bringing this to a 3-point game. As we have Newcastle coming up the floor.
A shot.
Soden for 3.
Widening the lead back to 6 points. Riders push the ball up.
Onya to Collins, over to Bilak. Headley kicks it up to Collins. Goes back to that hook shot. He loves that little hook shot.
Yeah, he does. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Apologies, I said Sudan. It's Saar bringing the ball up the court. He tries to put the moves on O'Reilly. Kicks it to Kenwell for a little hook shot, a little bit short. Loughborough coming up with that rebound.
And a foul is called. I think a foul is called. Yeah, a foul on the floor is called, and substitutions are coming in for both teams. We have got from Newcastle coming in number 8, Sodine, and I think I missed a player.
And number 10.
Bilak for 3.
Bilak bring this to a 1-point game as we have Campbell checking in for O'Reilly. Saar sizing up Bilak.
And Bilak. I think it was a reach and foul.
Bilak got a little bit. Was a little bit too excited for trying to get that steal there. That's his second foul. As O'Reilly checking back into the game for, I believe, is Bilak.
Yeah, they're gonna need Bilak for later in the game because he's been making those 3-point shots. Those are very crucial for the Riders, and that's why the lead has been brought back to a 1-point lead by Newcastle.
Saar confident with that shot, but unable to fall.
Riders need to box out there.
Kicks it to Glenn, over to Saar. 8 seconds left on the shot clock.
Mid-range.
Unable to fall.
Ball is pushed up by the Riders.
Headley to Campbell.
A 3-point shot, and that's good.
And that is the first lead of the ball game.
And now the Riders are up by 2 points.
And I believe there was a foul underneath the basket, I believe. And substitution, Onya is checking out of the game for a gamble.
The Riders' momentum has been brought back. They definitely need to win these games if they're going to ascend the ladder of the National League table.
Glenn feeds the ball into Alexander. Back to Glenn. Spin moves. Oh, Flora unable to fall. Falls to Loughborough. O'Reilly. Foul. Oh,
it's no good.
Going to the line for 2, I believe.
So Harrison, what do you think about the Riders' momentum now that they're in the lead? What do you think has changed for them?
I think they are more confident in what they're running, and not only in their sets, but you can see in transition. They're trusting each other on both ends of the floor, and that is reflecting of the score right now.
Yeah, I agree with you there. For me to point out is especially their defense. Now that they're pressuring the ball handler, the Newcastle players are just making mistakes that really they shouldn't be, just because Newcastle loses a bit of composure and a poke.
May
And the ball gets turned over to the Riders.
Yeah, May, who checked into the game, turns over the ball, making it a Loughborough ball.
Justin Headley with the steal.
4-point lead for Loughborough right there. Campbell drives. Gets the ball. A little scramble there, and one. Count it and a foul. O'Reilly with the finish, and I think Collins got hit in the eye, I believe. Yeah, I think got him in the head there, I believe. And a timeout for Team Newcastle. Join us after this break. Welcome back to NBL action. Newcastle versus Loughborough. Loughborough with the lead here. If you're joining us on the live stream, welcome to this basketball game here. Hope you're enjoying the live stream and having a good start to your weekend, as O'Reilly is going to the line for one free throw here. And he misses, rebounded by Alexander.
The Loughborough players decided to go back on defense rather than attempt to rebound to try to set up the defense.
Oh, and May going into the basket, aggressive, and converts a layup. Gamble into Collins, over to O'Reilly for 3.
Now both teams are playing with a bit of intensity now, just trying to push each other's buttons, seeing what works.
Alexander to May. Kicks it to the corner.
No good, and Riders with the rebound.
Yeah, unable to fall there.
And a push to the basket and a foul.
Headley is fouled at the rim, sending them to the line again.
And a substitution coming in for Newcastle. That is number 13 checking in.
George checking in for Soden. Right there. There's Headley going to the line for 2.
First free throw is good, pushing the lead up to 8 points for the Riders. Second free throw is just a bit long there. We're just under 5 minutes to go. Newcastle push the ball.
Carrier gives it to May. Back to Carrier. The two-man game right there works well for Newcastle in that instance. Ball fizzing round, gets open. Lovely touch off the glass as George put the pressure on Headley.
Ball gets past to the low block. To 3. One more. Another one. Shot clock going down. He's got to throw up and...
Ooh, almost beats the shot clock. But Loughborough hustling for the rebound, and it is Loughborough ball right there. Loughborough responding well to the pressure as Collins checking out the game for number 7, CJ Hayden. Headley being pressured by Carrier, who pulls up for the elbow pull-up, unable to fall.
Now Newcastle pushing the ball up.
Carrier.
Possible two-man game again.
Good defense from Campbell being able to deny, but George gives it to Sarr. Behind the back. Ooh, able to create separation but unable to finish.
Riders get the ball and slow it down.
Headley over to Campbell, who gives it to the captain.
Mismatching the post.
All but a block from Sarr, and it is Loughborough ball with 12 seconds left on the shot clock.
That was a great read by the Newcastle player to commit to help defense there. And I think that's what got him the block.
Gamble to Hayden. To O'Reilly.
And a three-point shot.
Money! Loughborough are converting these three-pointers. Shooting 42% from three-point land right here. The Sarr creating space. Carrier to George. Over to Alexander. Unable to fall. There's a little lid on the rim for Newcastle in this second quarter. Gamble sizes up, shoots for 3 but misses. Carrier bring the ball up the court. Sarr unable to fall, but a good stand from Headley. Pushing the ball up the court.
A fast break opportunity. Nothing there. Ball gets passed.
Campbell over to Headley. Headley attacks.
Aggressive.
Unable to finish.
Newcastle push the ball. 2-on-1. Pump fake. Hook.
Ooh,
good.
Timeout call from Loughborough. Newcastle did good to, get a few starts, put the ball up and transition. Good fake from Alexander, but good stab, but, good defense, better offense.
Yeah, agreed.
What are you seeing from the second quarter from both teams here?
Well, the Riders are shooting more threes, which is great for them. They really need those three-point shots to widen the lead. And as well as that, they are also pushing the ball to the basket, getting foul opportunities, and I think they're in the penalty now. So from now on, every foul will be 2 free throws for the Riders. Likewise with Newcastle, they are playing a good two-man game, sometimes in the wing. They are moving the ball, trying to create opportunities for easy baskets, and that's what they will need if they want to come back to this game.
Welcome back from to more action as is Loughborough ball here with 1:50 left in the second quarter, in the first half.
Ball gets passed to the wing, dribbles to the top of the key, to the wing, pump fake, shoot.
Money, Harrison Gamble making Newcastle pay. George, Euro steps, and it's a charge. The captain is doing everything for this team right here, taking charges, making three-pointers.
Really showing how the rest of the riders, how his experience comes into play in these crucial moments.
Indeed, indeed. As Coach Maynard is happy to see what's being shown from his team. As from Newcastle, Bantu checks into the game. As he was doing really well in the first quarter, putting pressure, leading the offense. Let's see if Newcastle can kind of get that, the spirit, the grit that they were playing with in the first quarter. As floor's a bit wet, so we have someone cleaning the floor to make sure it's all good. A round of applause from the guy wiping the floor, Sasha. Headley to Campbell.
Well, a drive, and
Ooh.
But a rebound by the Riders, and 2 points goes in from Collins.
Collins able to finish with a minute left in the quarter.
Newcastle drive.
George unable to finish. Good stand from Collins. There's Gamble, Collins, over to O'Reilly. Loughborough moving the ball.
Shot clock going down, 7 seconds. A mismatch in the paint. All the captain do.
Turns it over. Bantu pushing the ball in transition. Gives it to George. But good stand. A turnover.
Oh, wait.
Both teams have played a bit scrappy at the moment. As I think it was a head-to-heads, I think.
Yeah.
Oh no, but both players are kind of shaken up at the moment as Saar checking in for George. I think Collins is going to stay into the ball game.
That was good defense by Collins. He didn't commit to anything, to any block, to anything. He knew he had the advantage with his size, and yeah, that's what has helped him thus far on the defensive end.
Carrier steps back, kicks it to Alexander, and one. And I believe Collins may be checking out of, I believe Campbell and Collins checking out for Belak and Hayden.
Just 16 seconds of this quarter. The Riders are up by 10 points.
And Regia checking in for O'Reilly as Newcastle are back with their starters. And he converts the free throw, bringing it to a 9-point game.
The Riders are going to use this position to get the last shot of the half. I think a bit of an isolation is going on, not a screen.
Gamble, unable to convert. You believe how he was shooting in that first quarter, he was going to make it. Join us after the break for more action. Welcome back to second half action right here. We have Team Newcastle versus Loughborough. Some of the stats from that first quarter: Loughborough shooting 44% from the free line compared to Team Newcastle's 36%. Loughborough overall shooting 47% from the field, from 2-point land, and Newcastle not too far behind with 41. What are your outlooks for the second half of both teams?
For the Riders, they need to keep shooting the way that they've been shooting, with getting good looks, keeping up that efficiency and those percentages. Like this 3 right.
And 1 4-point play coming up from O'Reilly. Sorry there, what were you saying?
Sorry, just like that 3 right there, they just need to keep getting good looks, good possessions, and just making their shots like they've been. For Newcastle, I think what they need to do is pressure the ball a bit more on the shots, on dribble, maybe play a bit of full court press, but we'll see what the game unfolds to.
There's Alexander in the post, hits that little drop step, unable to convert. Loughborough scored 31 points in that second quarter.
Ball goes up and a missed shot.
Compared to the first goal where they only scored 16. So it's good to see them putting their foot on the pedal there. As a Yabantu unable with the little floater. As Headley bring the ball up the court, slows it down.
They reset their offense. Ball gets past the high post.
Gamble had the hot hand in the first quarter to Collins.
A nice mid-range shot. He had the space and he took it.
Yabantu kicks it to May. With one dribble, pull up, unable to convert.
Not the shot that Newcastle needs right there. But Bielak shoots.
Oh, a little short rebound. And O'Reilly finishes. And a timeout for Newcastle. Join us after the break.
We are back for more action after the timeout. Let's see how Newcastle will respond to Loughborough's momentum.
Yeah, Loughborough currently on a 7-0 run, putting the pressure on Newcastle, you know. Loughborough coming out their second half ready to play, stunning Newcastle a bit.
Pick and roll action doesn't quite work out. Ball gets moved a lot. Layup no good.
George misses the layup. It's Headley kicks it to Gamble over to Bielak
for 3.
Oh, rebounded by Alexander. He kicks it to Carrier.
1-on-1.
Misses. Headley
slows down the game a bit. Sets up a play. Calls for a screen. Nope.
Gamble
to the low block. What will he do? Post up, fade away.
Front iron, but Headley kicks it to Gamble
for 3.
Collins to Gamble, excuse me, but as my co-commentator said, for 3. Bring the lead 57-38. Yabantu kicks it to Alexander. who
No good on the post up.
but O'Reilly spin moves. Oh, it misses. George gets fouled. And I think he's going to the line for 2 shots, that is. Substitution for both teams as
for the Riders, we have got
Hayden and Campbell checking in for Collins and O'Reilly, and Saar, I believe, is going to be checking in for George. Floors are a bit wet underneath the baseline. As Coach Maynard getting his team for a little quick team huddle, as the floor is, making sure there's no wet areas on the court, so no one slips. A little safety precaution.
Two free throws will be coming up, and number 13, George, will be taking them. The first one is good. That cuts the lead to 28. Second one
is good. George converts the second, and Saar checking in for George.
All right, Riders push the ball up, slow down the game a bit.
Campbell currently with the ball.
Passes it to Bilak. Back to Campbell. Passes to Campbell. Passes to Bilak. Ball's moving around.
Gamble. Deep three.
No good on the shot.
17-point game, and Coach Maynard happy with his players going for the attempting to go for the steal, but going for the loose balls as well.
Yeah.
As May bring the ball, goes for the mid-range but misses. Yabantu comes up with a rebound. Newcastle unable to score in transition, but Bilak making them pay in the transition. Yabantu bring the ball up the court. It's quite interesting to see how Newcastle reacts, Loughborough come and punch them in the mouth, being aggressive, as Carrier steps into it for 3 but misses. Campbell bring the ball up the floor. Gives it to Gamble. Back to Campbell. Harrison Gamble in the post. Gamble, good defense from Newcastle, forcing the turnover. Now Edward Onya checking into the game for Harrison Gamble, who in the first quarter gave this Loughborough team very good minutes. He gave them good minutes, let Harrison Gamble be able to rest. And yeah, let's see how Newcastle react as they almost get a steal as May gives the ball to Carrier, who cuts, but it is a Newcastle ball with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Loughborough really putting the pressure on Newcastle in the offense, making it very difficult for them to make decisions in the open play. Saar, with 7 seconds left, gets it, blocked by CJ Hayden. Onya kicks the ball to Lane Campbell. Comes off the screen, so Onya misses unfortunately, but Carrier bringing the ball up the floor. Putting the moves on Headley. May attacks, misses, but rebounded and put in. That is Newcastle's first point in open play. in the second half. But Headley attacking, kicks it to Lane, who shoots it for 3 and makes it. Responds to Newcastle, bring the lead up to 20. Jabantu kicks the ball up to Carrier. Into the post, Alexander. Alexander versus Hayden.
Spin move.
And off, rebounded by Anya. Oh, Campbell.
3-point shot.
Anya, and he makes it his first point of the season, I believe, as the bench and crowd are ecstatic for him.
Which pushes up the lead to 23 points. A turnover, 2-on-1, and
misses, but Anya getting a putback. He's playing great this game today, giving this Loughborough team valuable minutes. Asar dribbles, step backs, 2-man game again. Asar misses, but Campbell gets the rebound. Pushing the ball in transition. Stutters.
Resets the offense. Screen happen, 2-man game.
And a dunk! CJ Hayden getting back for that for those 2 missed dunks in the first half. Manages to kind of right those wrongs with a dunk in the third quarter.
And quite a few substitutions coming in. I think all 5 players for Newcastle are coming off.
So Newcastle's lineup now is Reed, Kenwy, Glenn, Killigan, and Sudan as Reed gets the rebound.
Almost a steal by
Campbell. Kicks it to Sudan and rolls in.
The lead's still very strong for the Riders here, with just under 2 minutes and 40 seconds left of the third quarter.
Campbell
sizes up,
goes in.
Wait,
unlucky. As Glenn dribbles the ball, kicks his Sudan. He gets blocked by O'Reilly.
Ball is moving for the Riders.
Orija kicks it to Anya.
Shot clock going down. Campbell steps back, shoots a 3, and bang.
That's a long two.
A long 2, right, my bad, viewers. A long 2 by Campbell, also playing well.
Sudan kicks it to Glenn. Spin moves.
Fade away.
Oh, misses. That is a Loughborough ball.
So Harrison, what do you think Newcastle need to do in order to get back into this game?
I think Newcastle really needs to execute, and that's not just on the defensive end, offensive end, all the little things. As well, I think they can take this game as a learning lesson heading into next game, working on things to do in practice, like Loughborough looking for their first win in the season as they get fouled. Unfortunate to give a foul as the shot clock winding down, but yeah, that's really my thing for this Newcastle team, to keep working, keep playing, and try and cut the lead bit by bit. You never know what's going to happen. They could come back into this game, or they could not, but if they keep fighting, good results will come from it.
Campbell has the ball, pump fakes, passes it to the corner.
Anya misses, but it is a rebound for Killigan.
The ball gets passed to the low block, hook shot, no good.
Misses, and it is a rebound for Hayden. Campbell with the ball. Stutters, drives, and I think it all came off a Newcastle player. I thought it came off a Loughborough player, but as those applauds hit, Dan Headley checking in for Lane Campbell, who's played well. Lane Campbell, Edward Onya, and Dan Hadley are the three players who have been called up from the Charnwood program, who have been playing good, been given the opportunity to play D1 basketball, to step up from where they play in Division 2 for Charnwood. But it's good to see, the program and the partnership between the two programs continue. As Kunwa misses, rebounded by Hayden.
Going on from that point, it's great to see that the Riders program are preparing the next generation for future Division 1 games when it is their time to take charge.
7 seconds left in the third quarter. Loughborough ball.
How they respond. Shot clock going down, a mid-range. Newcastle.
Arija unable to finish, but that is third quarter. Join us for the final quarter of NBL action. Welcome back to NBL action, fourth quarter, as Loughborough made a big comeback in the second quarter, bring the lead 71-44. There's a Newcastle kind of started off the game well, but unable to carry that trend of the first quarter, as Conway with a running skyhook. You rarely see the big man showing us some old school basketball right there. So we have Headley giving the ball to Gamble, to Collins, back to Headley. As he drives, 6 seconds, ball swinging, Arija for three. 74-46. Loughborough making this a statement game for everyone in NBL Division 1.
Spin move, hook shot. No good.
Big fella unable to convert. Cadway unable to finish on that hook.
But the Riders slow down the ball, going to I think that motion. Ball's just moving, and a fumble.
Good hustle from Newcastle. The Euro step is missed. And a foul. I believe it will be a side out of bounds for this Loughborough team. Eight minutes, 25 seconds left.
Riders just slowly push the ball up. Time is on their side. A hook shot, no good.
But 3 players from Newcastle all crashing the boards to secure that rebound. Glenn, kicks it to Kanwa, unable to convert there. As Rija for 3.
Loughborough just lighting it up for 3.
Exactly, they are playing well from the 3-point line today. Shooting 52% from the line, which is better than their recent games. Good to see, they're being efficient from 3-point range as Headley strips Reed and Hadley bring the ball up the court.
Ball's just moving around now, and an unnecessary foul by number 8, Soden.
As Clinigan checks out the game for Kande, I believe. Yeah, for Kande, who's been him and Ubantu have been in and out of the roster for Newcastle, England, so it's a good opportunity for him to get some minutes here for Team Newcastle in NBL Division 1. As Headley bringing the ball. Turnover, but Clinigan tries to catch a body, but is unable. As a gamble looks a bit shaken up.
Substitutions coming in for the Riders.
And guess what, Sam?
What?
Wet floor. So it's going to have a bit of their time just to make sure that everything is okay. But yeah.
Yeah, it's very important for the referees to make sure that the court is safe and in playing condition at all times. I personally have had experience that refereeing at various levels, and yeah, it's quite important for that to be cleaned up.
2 shots to come up the line for number 14, Glenn.
First one is no good. Every shot for Newcastle counts now, as they need to try and get back into this game. The second free throw goes up, no good.
Rebounded by Gamble.
Not what you like to see in these crucial moments. Both free throws missed.
As Headley drives, kicks to Pilak, over to Headley.
Nothing there. Low block, post up, spin move,
and he's fouled. Glenn fouling Collins, sending him to the line for 2. Some of the stat lines from Loughborough. Headley 5 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists. Collins 8 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. Gamble 16.6 rebounds. Belak 13 points. Everyone's coming up for this team here. Right. And Gamble shooting 4 for 7, over 57% from 3. O'Reilly 12 points, shooting 66% from the field. Like, everyone's being efficient today is what's been positive for this Loughborough side, their efficiency. They love to shoot the ball, and when their shots falling, it's going well for them. As Collins gets the roll off the glass, bringing the lead 79-48.
For Newcastle, times are on their side. Number 14 shoots, no good on the 3-point shot.
Glenn missing, and Collins bring the ball up in transition to Belak. Back to Collins as
a foul is called on
Glenn. Glenn, number 14. Substitution as shooter as Ben Woog checking in for the free throw shooter. for Dion Collins. Loughborough ball, baseline out of bounds.
Ball gets passed out to the wing, back to the top. The other wing.
9 seconds left.
Shot must go up for the Riders.
Ball swinging.
For 3.
Oh, Regent misses again. Not misses again, but I think everyone in the netball centre thought he was going to make that, because he made I think he made his last 2 threes in a row.
Yeah, I believe so too.
Kande kicks it to Sudan.
Ball gets past on the low block.
To Canway.
Again to the low block. Backdoor cut.
Oh, good cut by Reed, unable to finish. Belak, good hustle by Soden as well. As O'Reilly and Onya checking in for Orija and Gamble.
I think what you said earlier, Harrison, might hold true. Part of Newcastle's execution just needs to be there. Many execution errors have prevented them from scoring a lot more points, and that's why they're in a bit of a deficit. But now a foul is called on number 15 blocking.
Canway. 2 shots to come on the line. I believe 2 shots.
I think it might have been on the floor, and
Flora's way again.
the floor just seems to be like water out here.
Headley going to the line for 2. With 5 minutes 33 left to play in the final quarter. Headley about to shoot his first shot at the free throw line.
The first one is good.
Bringing him to 6, 11, and 11.
I think the other day he got a triple-double. He might have.
Reed coming up with the rebound. Glenn kicks it to Canway. To Kande. Back to Kenway. Glenn fakes it, dribbles and makes it.
Good ball movement by Newcastle.
Indeed, indeed. Headley bring the ball up the court. Kicks it to Woog. Belak coming off the screen. Headley kicks it to O'Reilly, who almost falls out of bounds.
Shot clock going down, 5 seconds on the shot clock.
Travel.
Substitutions coming in for the Riders. Checking into the game, we've got number 5, Lane Campbell.
Lane Campbell checking in for Justin Headley. There's our final 4 minutes and 47 seconds left. Ben Wood kicking it to O'Reilly. Ooh,
And a foul is...
I thought he was going to go for a dunk there. Also, 2 shots to come at the line for O'Reilly.
First one is good.
Second one unable to convert, but it is a Loughborough rebound.
Mid-range shots, no good.
Reed coming up with the rebound. Kande driving, unable to finish but gets fouled. Saying that number 8 fouled him, but now Daniel Hadley checking in for Joe Belak. There was one more player. This would be a Charnwood alum. You have Ben Roog, formerly of Charnwood, Edward Onya, Lane Campbell and Daniel Hadley. All of them currently play for Charnwood. As Lane comes up with the rebound, pushing the ball in transition, and travel is called.
Might have taken an extra step there to try get around the other player.
Yeah, Riley unable to finish, but Glenn bring the ball up the floor.
Ball gets passed, dribble, and a jump ball. Ball is going to the Riders.
Dan Hadley kicks it to Lane Campbell with 4 minutes left. Uses the ball screen, kicks it to Ben Roog, to Lane Campbell, over to O'Reilly. Edward.
Shot clock going down, shot goes up, no good.
Newcastle pushing the ball in transition.
And a foul?
Yep, foul I believe. 5. Pushing in the back. 2 shots to come in the line.
First free throw is good.
Indeed. Glenn going for a second free throw. Which is unable to go, but Reed tips it, but unable to grab possession of the ball. As the ball goes out of bounds, making it a Loughborough ball with 3 minutes 36 left.
Looking at the stats here, I think both teams are near equal in their free throw percentage. But Loughborough just making a few more, getting to the line a bit more, which has helped them create this lead that they have now. Shot clock going down.
So shot clock violation is called. As Glenn kicks the ball to Kande. Back to Glenn, who drives. As Ben Wu gets a little elbow, I believe, but Edward coming up with the rebound. Kicks to Hadley, who lobs it, unable to finish. Kande attacking, who manages to get it in over a standing Onya, who was unable to... who didn't finish. But 2 minutes 35 left in this game. Loughborough looking to extend their lead over Newcastle side. O'Reilly.
Harrison, earlier you said that I believe 4 of the Riders players on the court are from or are within the Charnwood program. Is that correct?
Yes.
What do you think about the coach just giving a bit more exposure and experience to a few of these Charnwood players?
As Lane Campbell makes it through, I think it's good to see that coach is giving these players an opportunity to play Division 1 basketball, the second highest league within the country. Not only giving them more exposure, but playing against tougher competition. I think it's good to see younger players stepping up to the plate, and only good can come out of it in the future.
I agree with you there. Maybe one of them will be a captain in the near future.
Can they? When the ball gets stolen by Lane Campbell, but it is a
kick ball violation.
Loughborough ball, I believe. One minute 30 left in this fourth quarter.
With a 30-point lead, Lane has the ball, sizing up, passes it out. Spin move, inside hand, no good.
But Suden able to come up with a rebound.
Drives and finishes strong.
1 minute left in the fourth quarter. Onya over to O'Reilly, who's Suden trying to poke the ball.
And a foul is called.
A pushing foul, I believe.
Seems like it, I think.
Which will mean a out of bounds for Newcastle.
Just under a minute to go.
Reed finishes with a little hook shot. 43 seconds left.
And Newcastle sleep a bit, but rebound is
good. Onya managing to convert. I think that is. Yeah, he's been playing pretty well. He's been playing pretty well today.
I think that's his 7-point today.
I believe. There's Ben Wu coming up with a rebound.
A pass and
Loughborough ball out of bounds. As final 16 seconds. Final 16 seconds left.
no shot clock, so they're just going to dribble the ball out.
And that is it from the Netball Centre NBL Division 1. I hope you have enjoyed today's game, all of you watching at home. I'm Harrison, joined by Samuel. Have a great weekend, guys, and we'll catch you for future NBL action here at Loughborough